Good evening. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time to get a better understanding of your child's needs. Tonight we're going to be going over the IDEA law and IEP, which is an individualized education plan. The most important part of this plan is your involvement as a parent, guardian, or student. It is critical in order to ensure the success that we address the struggles that your child may be facing. The very first step of this process is going to be the referral. The referral will come from the general education teacher, and it will then be assessed and evaluated. The evaluation part of this will be based on how your child is performing within their general education courses. It will also be determined based off of the observations of special education teachers and other teachers that have involvement within your child's education. Next will be the IEP meeting. With your written consent, we will hold the IEP meeting. Who will attend this, you may ask? The administrator of the school will be the host of the meeting. It will also involve the general education teacher assigned to your student, a special education teacher, a school psychologist, and the student may also attend if it is found appropriate. At this meeting, we will address the concerns that you have, and we will also address the concerns that we as educators have. This data that we will be analyzing will come from assessments that your child has completed, and it will also come from observations that have been gained from those that have been working with your child. You will also have a lot of input within this meeting, and any concerns that you may have will definitely be addressed. After we analyze the data, we will then create a plan moving forward. In this plan, there will be set goals that we would like to achieve in order for your child to gain a successful education. Within this, there will be time to evaluate and then reevaluate whether or not your child is meeting those goals. If it is found that your child is not meeting the goals, we will then create different intervention plans for your child in order to try and gain a better understanding of the curriculum that we have. As we progress, if it is found that your child is progressing, we will then only evaluate annually and then every 3 years after that if necessary. You will have a chance to determine whether or not you feel that this is appropriate. If you determine that you would not like your child assessed every 3 years, it is possible with written consent to have your child not assessed and reevaluated at that time. In order to be eligible for an IEP, it is bound by the IDEA law. The IDEA law is Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Within this law, it is very flexible in order to be eligible for an IEP or specialized instruction. However, it is very strict once it is determined that your child is in fact eligible for the qualification. It is then bound by law to follow a very strict process at each school in order to ensure that the process is the same and standardized for all children. There are 13 different categories that will qualify your child or children to be eligible for this IEP or individualized education plan. I look forward to hearing your questions and meeting you soon.